Good evening. It is 7:47 p.m. on Tuesday the 25th of May, and it is time for Today in my Boo Journal. You have to excuse me, I am coughing. Turns out my sinuses are blocked and I've got a cold. It's not COVID. I'm damn sure it's not COVID. But I am stuffed full of a lovely summer cold because summer's just not fucking coming yet. So right, yesterday I did my teeth, my day cream, I didn't wear any makeup, I took my meds, didn't do anything to my dreads, I did all of those. I didn't have any caffeine. I did have caffeine, sorry, I didn't have any booze, I had chips, I crafted for a little bit. And I did my PM teeth and my night care routine. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, didn't do that. So, I got questions to answer. I love getting questions to answer. This is good. So, there's actually like 10 questions. So, I'm going to do a couple every day. And Becca was the one that sent the questions in. Thank you, darling. And questions 1 and 2. How do you choose what to track? Well, how do I choose what to track? The things I track because I am really, really forgetful. Honestly, I am stupidly forgetful. And, excuse me a sec, yes? Okay, go on then. Night night. Don't need to come down. No, go on, I'm filming. Go on, go to bed.
Mandy.
Where is Mandy? Go get him and then go to bed. Go on. Yeah, I'm like, I will forget things halfway through a sentence. I will actually forget where I'm going with said sentence. And if I get distracted, I will have real trouble.
Hi. So you have my casters off?
Yes, somebody's now got his cast off. Hang on, let me put you on full. There you go. Show everybody your naked arm.
I've got like 2 naked arms.
2 naked arms. Yes, Daryl had his cast off today, but I haven't got there, right? So now you've come in, you've said hello when I told you not to. So good night. Go on, off you go. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Go on. Shoo.
And it hurts a lot.
Shoo. Or your bum's going to hurt too. Yeah. My mind is repeating questions. So I don't lose it. I find it very, 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 very easy to forget things. I am that bad that on my Apple Calendar, which is open all the time on my computer, I've got smudge on my glasses. I've actually got a daily schedule, and as I do things, I move them to the next day. So, like, first thing on my schedule is get up, make tea, charge watch. I'm not lying either. I'll show you in a sec. Go to bed. Go to bed. Right, I'll show you on my phone calendar. I've already moved get up to some of these to tomorrow. See, get up. No, you can't see that. Get up, have a cuppa, charge watch, brush teeth, dress and makeup. If I put makeup on, which I haven't been doing because my skin's been bad. Get Daryl to school. I've got to book a ferry tomorrow. I've got a nail appointment tomorrow. Collect Daryl. Has he got any homework? Make the dinner. Spray the garden if it hasn't rained. Get Daryl to bed. And then the ones I haven't yet done today is make a smoothie up ready for breakfast tomorrow, take my medication and sync my calendars, which is moving everything over to tomorrow. And I do that every single day. I've got a different schedule for weekends. So what do I track? What do I track? How do I choose what to track? I track everything. If it's something that I think I should be doing, then I track it. When I was younger, I was really, really bad at looking after my teeth. So it's become a thing that I've tracked, and I'm really, really, really pleased to say that other than that one day there, and I can't remember why I didn't brush my teeth on that one particular day. Oh, that was Daryl, not me. Yeah, it was the first that I didn't do it. I was ill, I think, really ill. Did I go to bed with a migraine or something? Even when I've normally got a migraine, I will brush my teeth before I go to bed. I remember that. I remember getting in bed and thinking, "You haven't done your teeth." Fuck! But I couldn't get up to do it because I was poorly. I had a migraine. I remember that. And then Daryl was a few days later. He wasn't well either. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I now do my teeth twice a day. And because I'm pleased with it, I continue to track it because then I know that I can, if I slack on that, I will know because I'm not writing it down. Day cream. I track that. I track putting cream on my face because I have psoriasis. And if I don't track it, then I will forget to do it. Even though it's now become a part of my morning routine, which I'm really pleased about, and so is the night cream has become part of my routine. If I don't make a habit of tracking it, then I know that I will forget. Have I worn makeup? I actually feel quite good when I wear makeup, even though I'm not very experienced with it. And I then spend the whole day paranoid that I look like a clown because the foundation just makes me feel like a clown. It just does. So I track, because I also think if I'm wearing makeup regularly, then my depression isn't bad. It's just one of those things. I don't wear makeup when I'm feeling down. So I also haven't worn makeup this month because my skin's been so bad. But there you go. Did I take my meds? That's another important one. Did I do any dread work? Dreads aren't a style that you just do it and you just leave it alone. You have to actually maintain dreads, otherwise they end up looking like this with bits. Crikey, that's I didn't realise that was quite that bad. But you get like all these floofy bits, and you need to use a small crochet hook and maintain them. And I don't do it anywhere near as much as what I should do. The idea was, when I started to track them, was that I was going to do a little bit every day. But yeah, I don't do that. Did I post to Instagram? I'm aware of the fact that if I want more of an online presence here on YouTube, and even if I start to use Twitch again, that I really need to post on Instagram as well, because that's where a lot of people seem to find me. So I tracked what I post over there, and I don't post over there anywhere near as much as I should. Did I video edit and upload? That's pretty self-explanatory. Have I taken have drank or eaten anything with caffeine in it? Caffeine irritates my psoriasis. So there we go. Have I drunk booze? There are a couple of reasons I track that. Booze also irritates my psoriasis, and my ex drank a lot, and it got to the point where I was drinking because he was drinking, and I wouldn't say I got alcoholic or anything. Do you know what I mean? But it did get to the point where I thought, crikey, even now I'm single, and I don't mean Stuart, I mean my ex before him. Even though I'm single, I still tend to go, I'll go over and buy a bottle. Well, why? Why do I need to do that? So I'm tracking alcohol as well to make sure that I'm not drinking more than I think I should be drinking. So, there was a time when I would buy alcohol at Christmas and it would still be there the following Christmas because I just didn't drink at home. And I don't like the fact that I've drunk at home. So, I want to stop that. I'm going to sneeze. Fun fact about me, I never sneeze less than 5 times. Have I eaten chips? I'm really, really obsessed with chips. French fries, if you live in the States. I eat chips nearly every day, and it shows because I'm fat. Did I craft? If I haven't got my nose stuck in a book, then I do try to knit every day. But I've just rediscovered my Kindle, so I've had my nose stuck in a book. Did I do my PMT for my night care? I also track a few things for Daryl, because Daryl's at that age now where he should be doing things. He's 6.5, he'll be 7 in November. So I track, is he brushing his teeth twice a day? Am I brushing his teeth twice? Because I still brush his teeth to make sure they're done properly. Does he make his bed? Because it's something that he should be doing. Obviously, he's not been doing it for the last sort of month because he's broken his arm and, he hasn't been able to. Schoolwork. since he's been back at school, that's something we have slacked on. So we need to get back into doing that at home as well. Has he tidied up his stuff? So if he has toys in the lounge, has he tidied them away before he's gone to bed? Toys, if he's got any toys out in his room, they need to be tidied away as well. And has he done his PMT? So those are the habits that I track. I also track my mood and pain levels. The bars up that way are my mood. The black line is my pain levels. As you can see, my pain level is quite high. I suffer from chronic pain. I've lived with chronic pain for 30 years. I suppose really, for me, if I was going on my levels, I should actually move it down here somewhere. This is what everybody else would be putting it at. Yeah, mood is the more it's full, the better I feel. So as you can see, this month's not been too bad. Even on the days where I felt like shit, on the whole, it's not been too bad. Haven't pulled a tarot card every day. It's not been too good this week. My sleep and my steps. I track my sleep because really, up until I had Daryl, I was quite an insomniac. I would only sleep 3-4 hours a night. And you know, that was nearly every night. My nail technician and I sort of used to chat quite a lot because she's like me. She would only sleep 3-4 hours a night. I've been sleeping more, especially since being on these fucking antidepressants, because they've been knocking me out. I mean, that night, God, that was the night Daryl wasn't very well. And we both slept I slept for 12 hours and he slept for 15. So I track my sleep because I also think my sleep is... My neighbour's shouting again. He's a prick. Because it's tied in with my mood, my depression and my pain. If I'm not sleeping well, then I need to know why am I not sleeping well. Is it because I'm in pain? Is it because my mood's, you know, not where it should be or whatever? I track my steps because I'm trying to get healthier. Not doing very well, but I am trying. God, he's really screaming. There's nobody else there, it's just him. He's screaming fuck you at the TV. I track my chores because, again, I'm forgetful. And if I don't track them, I won't do them. And that's evident because even though I track them, I don't always do them. You know, so... So there you go. That's what I track. That's how do I choose what to track? If I think, quick, I always forget to do that, then I write it on a post-it note. I write it on a post-it note and I leave it somewhere to remind me to put it into my journal. Once it gets to the point where I don't need to track it because I'm so used to doing it, like I could stop tracking my teeth, you know, brushing my teeth, then I probably will pull it out of the tracker. And then if there's something else that needs to go in its place, I could do that. Do I do anything with what I've tracked at the end of the month, like review it all? Well, I kind of review as I go, like I said, because the important ones like my sleep, my mood and my pain, they give me a rough idea on sort of what to expect as time goes by. Like if my mood is low, chances are my pain's going to be quite high and my sleep will have been affected in some way, shape or form. You know, to me, the amount of sleep I've had this month is really unusual. You know, I'm used to being awake until sort of 2 o'clock in the morning and then getting up at 7. So yeah, I've slept more since having Daryl. Being an older mum definitely changed things about my my sleeping patterns. But as he's getting older and I'm not required as much, I suppose, I have found that I am staying awake later, or I was up until I started the antidepressants again. So, and because it ties in, I will answer question 3 as well. Is there anything new that I'm thinking of tracking? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Not that I can think of. For a little while in one of my planners, I did track how often Daryl got ill because he catches every single cold going. It's unusual that I've got a cold and he hasn't. So no, I'm not really thinking of tracking anything at the moment. Okay. That was yesterday's pen. Right, let's... that away. Oh, excuse me, that sounds horrible. It's not, it's my sinuses are fucking bunged up. Okay, so today I did my AM teeth and I did my day face cream. That's a bright fucking blue, isn't it? I didn't wear any makeup. I took my doctor's got me taking my antidepressants in the morning at the moment to see if they make me less zombified. So I've only been taking them a couple of days. Yeah, I took the second one today, so they're okay at the moment. I didn't do anything with my dreads. Did I post it on Instagram? No. I am videoing. I have done a vlog. I don't know whether I'm going to get that up or not. I've had caffeine. I've not had booze. I'm actually really, really pleased with how little I've had to drink this month. So I have had to do. We went to McDonald's, and I did a little bit of knitting earlier on. Yeah, we went to McDonald's after we got out of fracture clinic because although Daryl's arm isn't in plaster anymore, it's still quite painful. But the doctor doesn't want him to go back into plaster because he wants him to get the elbow moving. So yeah, excuse me, I keep thinking my nose is running. Yeah, he wants him to get the elbow moving so that it doesn't seize up, and he also had to have an X-ray, and he got quite upset because it was hurting him to move. So basically, what he's got to do now is excuse me. He's got to wear the sling at school, but not at home, to encourage gentle movement. Oh God. Right, sleep yesterday, sleep today. Last night's sleep. I'll get there in a minute. Oh, I've just been watching Nikias Molina. He's a Spanish bloke on YouTube. He reviews a lot of, well, mostly Apple products. Does the occasional other thing, but yeah, mostly Apple products. And he's just unboxed the Gay Pride watch bands. Oh, the Solo Loop one is fucking stunning, and I really, really want to get it, but it's 99 quid. And I can't afford that on a watch band. Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, bummer! Because I would so wear it all through June. Because it's Gay Pride Month next month, isn't it? And yeah, I was like, oh, that is so beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go buy it. Fuck it. And then I went to the Apple website, £99, and I was like, yeah, maybe not. That's a third of the price of the fucking watch. So yeah, sorry, but those of you that are gay, I stand by you, but I ain't going to be wearing a watch band to prove it. I would hammer on the walls when he screams like that, but he's obviously so enraged that I'm actually quite frightened. If I hammer on the wall, he's going to come screaming around here and have a go at me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm here on my own with a 5-6-year-old. I still sometimes really struggle with the fact Daryl's 6. Right, it's Tuesday. I was like, what the fuck? Where the fucking hell is 25th? But it's Tuesday. Oh my lord. Right. So loo and laundry are done. I haven't groomed the dog, I haven't vacuumed, I have done the dishes and the worktop, so that's good. And I'll go and put the bins out in a minute. When it's not raining. It's done nothing but rain. Okay, so we are here. That's where we are. Fracture clinic was done. We haven't ordered the bed because he's decided he doesn't want a high bed. Right. Oh, excuse me. Tomorrow I've got an early appointment. Now Thursday I'm supposed to be having lunch with Callie and Rob. She may not want to meet up with me because I've got a cold. So, right, I'm going to answer the rest of the questions that Becca sent me. So, if you don't want to listen to that, then I'm finished planning. Okay, so I'm going to pull them up now. Have there ever been times I've missed a massive chunk of my planner? How do I feel about having blank pages I've set up but not written in? Yeah, I missed quite a bit last year, obviously, in the year that we will not discuss. I had a couple of weeks where I didn't use my planner because obviously we weren't doing it. We were all in lockdown. Then I think I just didn't bother to set up. Was it May at least? I don't think I set up last year. Where is my planner? That's my junk journal. Yeah, my planner's over there. Let's have a look. March. So I still did the trackers, obviously, but the weeklies I didn't use. Yeah, I actually I didn't do any Instagram track. I've even put a sticky note in here saying I was all prepared for this month, then COVID happened and I got lazy. Look, I even didn't track some. I just didn't even open my planner. I tracked my sleep and my steps because that was on my Fitbit and I could look at it. That was the last week of April, I think it was. Yeah. No, that was the first week of April, sorry. And then I just didn't bother. And then we went into May. Yeah, I tracked May. I just didn't bother with April. I did 1 week. That was the first week. And then I just didn't do the rest of the week. Regarding sort of, any chunks, I don't really have any chunks except, like I say, last April. How do I feel about it? It is what it is. It was a crappy, horrible time. I'm not going to worry about it. It's a book at the end of the day, isn't it? It's a reference book, and there's nothing in there because nothing happened. So that's the way I feel about that. Do I carry my planner around or does it stay in one place? It stays at home. When I do put effort in and I make a monthly theme and that's a lot of effort that I've put into this. And I hear horrible stories about people losing their planners and all that lot. Not only that, but because I colour code, if I took my planner out, I would have to take a shit ton of pens. So yeah, the Poppins doesn't leave the house. I do have somewhere, which I actually bought off of Becca, a little A6. It begins with P, I think. A little pink one that I bought off of Becca yonks and yonks and yonks ago. And then she came in my live one day and I went, I know you. I bought a planner off of you. And she said, did you? I said, yeah. Here's this one. I used to carry this about with me. And I used to draw my monthlies in and everything in this one. And that was all I drew. So I would draw my monthlies in. And I would highlight the week, the week and that in the same colour as I do in my big one. And then I never got round to doing this year. I don't know why. It just didn't happen. What did I? How far did I get? Yeah, I basically stopped using it at the end of December. And then the rest of it was just like notes and whatever, shopping lists and that. And that's what I would do. I would carry this little A6 around me, and then once a week I would sit down and I would make sure that this, pop-ins and my Apple Calendar were all synced. But I find myself using this less and less, especially now I've gone back to an Apple Watch. Do you like my new band, by the way? Because it's so easy to just keep voice notes. And I've always got my phone with me. So, no, this does not leave the house. To follow on from that, if you don't carry it around, do you have a separate planner, diary, use, or scribbling? It all goes on my phone. Everything goes on my phone. I've just got to remember to look at it. Would or have I ever tried a different style of planner, i.e. Hobonichi, Erin Condren, Happy Planner, etc.? I used to have Filofax. I still have about 3 of my Filofaxes. One of them I use as a tarot workbook, and I make notes in there about meanings of the cards, different spreads and stuff like that. And I also keep one for helping me keep down the road things, in order. So yeah, but I've never tried like in the Filofax, obviously I would have a week to 2 pages kind of spread. I used a personal size, not an A5, and I would use a week to 2 pages. But that is as far as I went with a pre-printed planner. And no, I don't think I would. I'm tempted by the ones that are on Tomo River paper. Is that the Hobonichi? I'm tempted by those, but there's not enough blank pages in there for all the trackers that I do. So yeah. Have I ever been in a planner funk where I didn't want to plan at all? Yeah, quite often. But I know that it's better for me if I do, because otherwise I forget things. So yeah. And I'll expand on that with the reason I keep a hard copy planner as well is because technology fails. I remember one year I took my second son to a cardiac appointment. He's got aortic regurgitation after having a hole in his heart for many years. He had open heart surgery when he was 10, and one year we went to an appointment, and they were like, "We're going to book your next appointment now." So I was like, "Okay," and she said, "Right, we're going to book it for such and such a July, such and such time." I was like, "Yeah, fine," and I stuck it in my phone. She said, "Do you want me to write that down?" I said, "No, it's in my phone. It's in my phone." And I left, and half an hour later, I pulled my phone out. I said, "What time is it?" She said, and the appointment had gone, and I had to phone the hospital back and say, "I'm really, really sorry, but that appointment's not in my phone. I don't know what's happened to it," and I never found that appointment. And that's when I went back to planners and started using my Filofax again, because I'd stopped using my Filofax when smartphones became a thing. But yeah, that was probably about 10 years ago that happened, and I was like, "Fuck." And that was so embarrassing because I was like, "No, it's on my phone," and then I was like phoning the hospital an hour later going, "I'm really sorry, but what time did you say that appointment was?" So yeah, I keep a hard copy of things, even if it's just something as basic as a calendar. There is always a hard copy of at least appointments, and I tend to track my entire family's appointments if they tell them to me. That's why I colour code, because then I don't have to write Mum, such and such, Sam, such and such, Daryl, such and such. Everyone's just got their own colour. So yeah, is being a nanny the best thing in the world? It is amazing. It's like Callie came over yesterday, and I said to her that it's very, very different from being a mum. Being a mum is an amazing feeling. I love being a mum. I really, really do, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would have another baby in a heartbeat if I could find somebody willing to donate what I need and not require 800 quid in the process. But I never thought I could love a child as much as I do that did not come from me, if that makes sense. I love my children because they are my children and I adore them. I adore all 5 of my children, even when they piss me off, because, you know, they're supposed to piss me off, they're my children. And I'm allowed to call them assholes because, you know, they are, but they're my assholes and I love them. Having a grandchild is like, wow, I love this little baby so much, but he's not mine. And it's an amazing feeling. Absolutely freaking amazing. It's I'm just bummed that I don't see him every day. Do you know what I mean? I'm bummed that I have to give him back. You know, if she ever turned around to me and said, I can't do this, I don't want to be a mum anymore, I would take him without even a second thought. I would quite happily take him and raise him without giving it a second thought. I really would. Not for a minute that I think she would. You know, she's a very good mum. But yeah, I'm amazed that I feel that much love for a child that didn't come from me. It's great. I love it. It is the best thing. It is the best thing. It is the best thing after having my own children. Yeah. I'm excited for Liverpool Adventures. My son has a wrestling event up about 20 minutes away from where Becca lives, apparently. And I messaged her a little while ago and I went, oh, what are you doing on the weekend of such and such and such? And she went, I don't know. And I went, good, because we're coming to visit. She was like, oh my God. And then I was like, we're going to be like at this location. She's like, yeah, it's about 20 minutes away. I was like, cool. You have to let me know if there's any meetings. She was like, yeah, my house is awesome. So yeah, my son and I are going to go and stay with Becca. I'm only gutted that I can't bring Daryl as well. Because although Daryl doesn't mind wrestling, he's not a huge fan and he doesn't like loud noise. So he wouldn't enjoy going to a wrestling event, which is a bit of a bummer. Otherwise, I would have loved to have brought him up because I think he would adore your house and you guys. So, yeah. So, yes, I am excited. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I can't wait. So, yeah. Oh, my friend has messaged me. So, yeah, there you go. That's great. I love questions. Any more questions? You're looking for ideas for your own planner. Are you going bullet journal, or are you thinking, like you've put in question 7? Are you thinking of a pre-made planner? When you're considering a planner, think of the things that you want to put in it. Okay, what do you want to track? Why do you want to track it? Some of the things I track purely because there are days when I don't do fuck all else, but if I can get out of bed and brush my teeth, I've got something I can cross off. And some Sundays are like that, you know, whereas Sundays are what Darren and I call our lazy day. We don't get dressed, we don't do anything, but we still brush our teeth. And that might be the only thing I tick off, but at least I'm ticking something. Now, if you suffer from depression, for example, and you need that little to help you get up and brush your teeth and brush your hair and, you know, wash your face every day, then track it. If you need reminding to take your medication, track it. If you think that tracking it will help you do it, but I would also say that if you're going to use a planner, you have to get into the habit of looking at it. There's no point using it if you're not going to use it. Yeah, there's no point in sitting here and creating all these spreads if you're not actually going to use the damn thing. Set aside time every single day where you will sit down and look at your planner and go, right, what do I need to do? What haven't I done? Oh crap, you know, I've done that. The reason I keep my appointments on my phone as well as in my planner is because my phone actually goes, excuse me, ding, 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 you have an appointment. Because, like I said, memory, awful. I've been known to look in my planner and go, oh, I've got an appointment at 10:30. At 9 a.m, I've looked at my planner and gone, oh, I've got an appointment at 10:30, left the room and promptly forgot all about it. And then got a phone call at 11 going, you didn't come to your appointment. Oh, fuck, I've got an appointment. So my phone at least gives me the audible alert that my planner can't. So, but I'm very visual, so seeing it in my planner helps. Writing it down helps firm it a little bit in my memory. So if you're looking for ideas for your own planner, like you are, Becca, or you're somebody who's thinking about getting into planning, using a journal of some type, what is it that you want to get out of it? Do you want something that is just purely functional? Do you just want a calendar? Do you want to track things? What kind of things do you think will help you in the tracking? You know, will it help you to track getting up and brushing your hair every day? Will it help you to track taking your meds? Will it help you to track your mood, your sleep? If you're a pain sufferer, your pain. If you suffer from any illnesses or not illnesses, if you live with any conditions such as ME, CFS, fibromyalgia, stuff like that, will it help you to track? Some people don't actually like tracking things that they live with because knowing that they're in pain every day doesn't help them. And sometimes I feel like that, or I don't want to track the fact. You know, it's like my doctor put me on antidepressants the other day, and she's also told me to refer myself to CBT. And she phoned me up after 2 weeks. She said, "Did you phone CBT?" I was like, "No." And she said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I don't want to talk to them." So she's like, "Okay, we can do that later." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." But I don't want to talk to them because it's not going to help me at the moment. Will it help you to track those things? You can but try. That is the only thing that I would say is if you are considering a planner, it might get a bit expensive while you try and find the one that's right for you. You know, I mean, I have thought about going back to just a file of facts setup. I actually quite enjoy the trackers. I don't enjoy drawing the fucking things out every month. My hands are dry. I like it a lot better now that I'm drawing my weeklies at the beginning of the month so that I don't have to worry about doing them every week. But sometimes I think it would be easier if it was just all pre-done, you know. If I was clever enough to do it on the computer, I would probably do it on the computer, just print it all up at the beginning of the year and be done with it. You know, I could probably do that. So if you can be bothered to draw your things out every month, then great. Go for a bullet journal. If you want one like mine is, where I draw trackers and all that kind of thing. There are some bullet journals out there that are amazing, and they're as much a piece of art as they are a functional. They're a functional piece of art. There you go. Yeah, they are functional and very, very artistic. And then there is the bare bones, where you could just do the bullet journal method. If you don't know anything about that, I suggest you go look it up by Alistair Crowley, I think it is. And that isn't fancy drawings. It isn't using different colour pens. It isn't using the highlighters and paint and all that lot. It is just a black pen and a notebook. You could use a file of facts. You could use a happy planner. You could use an Erin Condren or a Hobonichi or all these different things. If you think it all work for you, give it a try. You know, like I said, I have considered the Hobonichi, the bigger one. Is it the Techo or the Cousin? I don't know, whichever one it is. The A5 size one. But I don't think there are enough pages in there for me to make all my trackers. So I stick with making my own. Yeah, that's no big deal, you know. I quite enjoy doing it this way. It's working quite nicely for me, really. I've done it for the past couple of years now and really enjoyed it. You know, this was last year's book, and I actually had quite a few pages left at the end of it because I didn't plan it out right. I counted 5, 6, 7 times, and I did it all online as well. Oh, that's my ruler. And yeah, I still ended up with like a whole chunk of pages that didn't get used. But never mind. Never mind. That's just one of them things, isn't it? You know? I've done the same this year. I've made a book that I'm hoping will last me the whole year. Yeah, so sit down with a pen and piece of paper and write down what you want to get out of it, and then find one that seems to match the best. You know, I mean, a bullet journal is great in that you can make it be whatever you want it to be. You can make it more involved, but you're the one creating it as well as using it. And if you are okay with taking time out to create it, then yeah, I would go for a bullet journal. If you just want something that's pre-printed, then yeah, look into all these other ones. No, I'll leave that there now. And I'm going to go get a cup of tea because my throat hurts now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found that. Is it a TED Talk? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Whatever the hell it's called. Informative. If you have any other questions, suggestions, feedback, please do leave them down below, along with some kisses with Daryl, because he loves them. I do too. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. And yeah, subscribe. Hit the icon in the corner, please, and subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I upload new content. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your day, no matter what it is that you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Bye.